Hello there, Kyle Katarn here.
I'm the Bendu.
Coming back for another reaction to Star Wars, The Bad Batch.
That's right. It's episode 15, which
15.
only gives us one more in the season, but they literally announced this morning that season 2 is coming.
Season 2, baby.
So that is confirmed. That's solid. So
it's
now
good, it's good.
It eases a lot of the tension of what could really happen within the last
Which
two
is a good thing and a
episodes.
bad thing, you know what I mean? Like, I like that I'm glad that we're getting a second season because I want the story to continue, but not knowing if we were going to get a second season added suspense. There was this underlying note of like, could this be the end for our heroes? Like, constantly. But now that we know that the story goes on, it's like, sure, some people could still die. It could still be huge, but like certain things are now off the table. Like, it's not going to be a total party wipe. We know that for a fact because the story continues.
Hunter's still kidnapped.
It's true. Yeah, Hunter's in hot water. No one's fate is confirmed. We just know that the batch will endure in some way, shape, or form. Quick shout out to Nerd Chronic, our amazing editor, who trims these episodes up, gets them up to spec, and sneaks them past the Disney blockade.
Yes, thank you much,
sir.
sir. The Force is with you.
We have a Patreon poll to get to.
So the Patreon poll question was a very short and sweet one. Do you think Boba Fett will show up in the Bad Batch this season? Specifically this season. Because this question was put out before knowing that there was going to be a season 2. 2 people said yes, there is a possibility, whilst 14 people, of course, said no.
Okay, that's pretty overwhelming. Sounds like we're not expecting Boba Fett. Majority.
No.
I'm going to throw myself in with these 2 people who said yes, and I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but I think it's absolutely possible. And this show has surprised us before with the directions it's chosen to go in.
Like a kind of like Professor Xavier trying to recruit young Boba Fett, like, hey, I need your help to save our hunter.
I don't even know the circumstances. He could show up as a cliffhanger, like as the last shot, you know? Maybe. All the batch get murdered, and then he shows up and rescues Omega or something.
I was gonna say, or they could be with Sid.
Know.
So like, or this. Catch this. They're with Sid. This is my theory.
Lay it on me.
They're with Sid, and then Sid sort of has like a holographic chair circle, sort of like the Jedi, that sort of like the Jedi
a bunch
temple,
of bounty hunters.
But it's a bunch of bounty hunters.
I like it,
and it's gonna be like teenage kid Boba Fett, holographic Cad Bane, and then it's gonna be holographic Fennec Shand. And then they could potentially have a yelling match at each other, and then teenage Boba is gonna be like fucking grown-ups.
Well, that would be hilarious, and that would be awesome, actually. The 2 reasons that I think he could be in the show is because we've got a bunch of bounty hunter action going on. Mm-hmm. Fennec Shand is up in here. And also because they name-dropped him and gave us the revelation that he used to be codenamed Alpha.
It's true. I
don't think that they would give us that morsel without expanding on it a little bit. Mostly just because I don't think that Dave Filoni can help himself. He has to give us a little more, and I think we're going to see Boba. If not here, then definitely season 2, but I got my fingers crossed that he just shows up somehow.
Season 2 is a very strong potential.
Yeah, it changes everything. It changes all of my speculation for this show, because before it was confirmed, I was really working up to the idea that like they were going to end it in a single season with a huge conclusion. And now who knows? Let's read some comments. Trevor Darnell says, no, but that depends on the finale. With a season 2 confirmed, I wouldn't be surprised if Boba showed up in the next season. Agreed. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Biscuit says, maybe in a cameo right at the end. I think there's too much other stuff that has to wrap up the season to fit a big role for him, but I think he'd definitely show up in a later season.
Word. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty busy, these last 2 episodes, and if he does show up, I think it will be like a final shot kind of deal, because anything more than that would be rushed, because where are they gonna find the time to explain why he's there otherwise? Connie Sang says, I doubt he will show up this season, but it would be nice next season, especially if fans are hoping for Omega in Book of Boba Fett.
Truth.
I am definitely hoping for Omega in Book of Boba Fett. I love Omega so much, but I wouldn't want her appearance to feel forced or thrown in just because they're siblings. I completely agree. I think that they should have a nice organic and like
backstory,
narrative reason why that they know each other, and I think that Fennec Shand is going to be key to that. Or
first meet even.
Well, I think their first meeting might even be like they're at odds with each other, you know, like blasters drawn, and then Fennec's like, wait, I recognize her.
Exactly.
Like Fennec will be the key to Boba, to Alpha and Omega, like getting along.
Yes,
Fennec's
I second that motion.
Fennec Shand is the key to all of this. Mr. Napcakes says, I think it'd be neat seeing him next season, but for these last 2 episodes, I honestly don't see it happening. If and whenever it happens, I'd love to see him interact with Omega in some way. Absolutely. I think if we don't get it this season, we don't get it next season, we're definitely getting it in Book of Boba Fett. I think we're getting that interaction between Boba and Omega at some point, no matter what. It's happening. It's definitely happening.
Boba Fettuccini says, I don't think he will be a plot device, but I feel that he'd be a great cliffhanger to lead us into season 2 or as a fun cameo. Exactly. I think the fun cameo might be an easy one, sort of like how Quinlan Vos was sort of in the market scene in episode 1.
Full on like Van Shido status. He was just fully background at that time. That was awesome. That would be cool. Like we pass him in a crowded market. Mm-hmm. You just see a silhouette of Mandalorian, like, and you know it's Boba kind of thing. That could be cool. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed for a Boba cliffhanger, like, final shot. But if it doesn't happen, I'll just be looking forward to season 2, hoping it happens there, you know? And Lorraine Pennington says, Boba Fett deserves more story time. Season 2 will work better. It looks like the general consensus is don't rush it. Take your time with it. Don't put him in unless there's room for him. So, you know, maybe season 2 would be a better place for Boba Fett to, like, enter the story of the Bad Batch.
There's also a lot of Boba Fett stuff happening comic book wise. For the bounty hunters.
Boba Fett is like, he's the flavor of the month right now.
So there's a lot of potential backstory that they could rewrite and retcon now, or there's a bunch of stuff that they could rewrite and retcon for season 2, because season 2 of Bad Batch could really show how, you know, teenage Boba really turns into bounty hunter Boba.
Yeah, right? Like, they wanted to finalize that transformation in the unfinished arcs of the Bad Batch. Like, where the original showdown with Cad Bane happened. Like, that was going to be them showing us, like, Boba in the armor for the first time, like, and all that. And I think that we might get that happen in season 2 instead, just like you're saying.
Dude, I still can't get over Kamino.
Oh,
being able to see those preemptive Star Destroyers in the fucking skyline, and they're like, just still, the concept of like, well, we don't need a politician. Like
Imperial Kamino,
like scientists, we could always use cloning scientists because we don't know shit.
It's absolutely iconic, and it just always makes me think of Legends. Imperial Kamino is one of those things that just makes me think of Legends, and another is Imperial Coruscant. I have been dying to see a canon Imperial Coruscant ever since I read, like, all of the Empire novels. It was
probably very, like, Les Mis, like, very French revolutionary.
It was called Imperial Center.
That's
fucked. And the Star Wars Empire comics had my favorite Legends depiction of it. Like, it was after...
Of Coruscant.
It was in the early 2000s. It was after The Phantom Menace came out, so we had that visual template to go off of. But everything was always shown at this really eerie, like, green, like, badly lit, like, twilight time, like the sun was setting, but there's like this deathly green color in the sunset, and like
that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope.
It was just Coruscant, but it was kind of sickly, and it was kind of like malformed, and like there was this evil presence, and it was like this Duracrete metropolis that just felt like the cave on Dagobah. You know what I mean? And so I've always wanted to see Imperial Coruscant in new canon. Cool. Or Imperial Center, if they want to give it a real throwback and start calling it that again. But enough about that. It's time for the Bad Batch, episode 15.
This is my achievement,
not yours. Do it. Return to Kamino.
Fuck yes. Return to Kamino. Bro, they're gonna supercharge his fucking chip in his head.
They'll know it's a trap. They'll still come for you.
I like how his rifle fits into his backpack.
Right. Very action figure. Yes, Gonky lives!
Useful Gonk.
We have to get back to Darrow and rescue Hunter.
Well, we can't go anywhere until the ship's fixed. The hull's patched.
Nearly finished getting the systems online.
Enough Grygo is Sid.
Dude, the camera transitions, the cameras
that was really cool.
So clean.
That was really cool.
His communication device has just been activated.
It's a trap!
What do you mean? Where is he?
He's on his way back to Kamino, baby. Oh,
dude.
Acclimator blockade.
It's so Frankenstein. I fucking love it. Do that music. Do that music.
Yep. OG Kamino music.
Crosshair holding this fucked up Buzz Lightyear.
I don't trust any of them.
If his plan fails, none of them will be a problem any longer. Keep an eye on things.
Yes, Admiral.
Yeah, see, they're gonna do Crosshair dirty, but he doesn't realize it. If Hunter can make him believe that, that might be his ticket out of there.
The Empire wants us to come to Kamino.
Clearly.
I'm uncertain as to why.
Every platform down there will be swarming with troopers.
Not this one. Trust me.
Fucking underwater, so protected by a fucking squid.
Right.
Wouldn't they
I'm only
see?
seeing 3 cruisers. Where's the
I mean,
rest?
technically, they have a bunch of Omicron-class shuttles, so as long as their transponder's not flagged, they should be able to come in and out of the blockade. Man, these rain effects. Look at these clouds. It's beautiful,
Those
though.
waves are terrifying by them fucking selves.
I would hang out on Kamino.
Scanners are picking up a large structure directly beneath us.
What?
Just like, oh man, what's that Avengers
Holy
prison
shit.
called? The Rig?
Oh, totally.
Or the Raft, the Raft.
How are we going to get into the city?
We'll take the tube system.
There you go.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be cool.
Dude, this is gonna be like Omega in her prime. She's gonna show us everything that she's just gonna own this episode.
Well, yeah, she's on her home turf now. And she's picked up
is on
she's
home
picked up
turf.
so many skills.
Look at this girl
Come
go.
on.
Do you think they're gonna rescue Lama Su? Or try to, at least. Cool. I don't know why, but the lift makes me think of Willy Wonka.
Oh my god, we're actually under the water.
This is dope.
So fun fact, Kamino had a water world sort of apocalyptic situation.
Omega, how did you know this existed?
Nala say.
No, let's
This
say.
tunnel leads to her private research lab.
You, alright.
It doesn't matter. Saving Hunter is what matters.
Is that what she's upset about? Or like being on Kamino upsetting her?
I think she's upset about her life being upended and, you know, using these tunnels as a reminder.
You don't seem too concerned.
Why would I be?
Because the Empire will be phasing out clones next.
Not the ones that matter.
No, yeah, Crosshair's gonna realize at the last second that Hunter's right.
Hunter's comm is still active. I'll pinpoint his location.
Is this the lab where Alpha and Omega were created?
I was gonna say, why is she so upset about shit? No, now that she
Where I
like
was
probably knows
created.
it. Where I
Yes!
was created. Fuck.
Your mutations were enhanced in this room. Experimental Unit 99 began right here. I was there.
I was there. I was there.
Something's not right. All the central files have been wiped. There's nothing in the system.
Because Nalase was getting ready to run.
What the fuck was that?
AZ3.
What the fuck was that?
It's AZ3.
I am AZ345211.
See?
Omega, I am relieved it is you. It is not safe here, Omega. You must leave.
We can't. Not without Hunter.
Found him. His comm is pinging from the central cloning platform.
He's
Come on
luring you guys.
Yeah, dude, I feel like they're gonna try to soup up his chip.
Hunters?
I don't know if they can do that, but I feel like that they might try to do that. They might try to convert Hunter.
I've seen what the Empire's doing.
They're just straight using him as bait right
and
now.
silencing anyone who stands against them.
You still don't see the bigger picture. But you will.
It's that inhibited chip in your head. It's making you follow.
We have an unauthorized entry on platform 5.
Time to go.
I'm really worried about AZ3 all of a sudden.
He's gonna take a bullet for Omega.
I hope you're not right, but I think you might be.
Dude, they're all wearing tanker helmets.
AZ, you said all the clone troopers were gone?
Those aren't clones.
Those are not clone troopers.
So they just people.
Wait.
Hopefully they're ones that Gregor trained.
According to the comm signal, Hunter is directly above us.
Omega, wait here.
No, we should stick together.
No, Echo's right. Crosshair's after us, not you. Stay out of sight.
I don't like that. Don't leave her alone down there.
Get back to the ship and contact Rex.
Rex? What Rex gonna do about
Rex is supposed to meet them after he's done whatever he's doing.
Together again. You won't be needing your weapons.
This is fucked.
See?
Fuck.
I thought they'd have more weapons, honestly.
We have to help them.
But that means we will also be in danger.
Focus,
Yes.
AZ.
What are those?
An idea.
What are you gonna do?
What are those?
Those look like Dark Troopers,
Are
or at
those
least
the
the tactical
droids?
training droids from the first episode
Dude.
when they tested them.
Yeah.
You betrayed everything we stood for. And for what?
We're loyal to each other, not some empire.
You weren't loyal to me. You may have forgotten, but I haven't. And it's why I'm going to give you what you never gave me.
Chance to
What?
join them.
A chance. You want to protect the kid and let her go. Stop pretending to be something you're not, Hunter. We're superior. The Empire can't protect the galaxy without strength. This is what we were made for. Think of all we could do. We were brothers once. Stand down.
Negative, Commander.
Ho ho! Ho 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 ho! You don't
Damn.
do that shit.
Does that answer your question?
What just
I
happened?
said move it.
Did Crosshair just fucking switch sides again?
Well, I think that was his contingency.
Nice.
Nice work, AZ.
He would kill
Now
him.
let's hurry.
If his squad didn't listen, he would kill them.
It's time to stop running. Join the Empire, and you will have purpose again.
Oh, he's still trying to convert them.
Don't become my enemy.
Crosshair. We never were.
If they could just subdue him, they can get that chip out.
Now you kind of fucked up a little bit, Omega.
I believe you may have activated a few too many droids.
I can see that, AZ.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Fucking sniped.
Ugh.
God, I love this.
Yeah, no, there's no
No, I
reason
kinda not
Crosshair
really.
should be better than Hunter in hand-to-hand. Look at this, we're getting the OG Bad Batch music because the 5 of them are fighting
Oh.
together.
Admiral, the commander lost control of the situation.
All remaining forces out. Let the clones die together.
Oh, they're just gonna nuke it.
I mean, Rampart
it
wanted to
from
get
orbit.
Rampart wanted to get rid of the clones anyway. So if Crosshair dies with him, he doesn't care.
Exactly.
And they've got the girl on the shuttle.
Oof to just to boof. No, I think
No,
Omega's-
she's back in the training room with the droids.
Yeah,
that's
she's-
right. Crosshair just wanted her on that shuttle. That shot is gorgeous.
All essential personnel have been removed from Kamino.
Very good, Admiral. You may fire when ready.
You mean he said it? He said the line.
Base Delta Zero? No, that's
That's pretty damn big, though. That's a big ass shit.
it's an acclimator class. Or a Venator class.
Yeah, use that dead body as cover.
Crosshair, this isn't you. It's your inhibitor chip.
Wrong. I had my chip removed a long time ago.
What?
When he was set on fire.
This is who I am.
Damn. Called it. Called that shit. He's just a bad dude. Oh, they phased his ass.
Nice.
Or stunned.
I like it. They had the balls to actually make a bad guy choose to be a bad guy. And not rest his actions on the chip. It's a much more mature theme to have to grapple with.
Three Venators are descending on the city. We need to leave now.
Yeah, you do.
Grab Crosshair. He's coming with us.
Why?
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I mean, they're gonna.
They don't want to leave him
city.
behind. They don't want him to die.
City.
But it's not like they could trust him to join them again.
Does she not like? What's wrong? Does she not like that idea? What's up?
She seems determined to me.
Dude!
We're saying goodbye to all of this.
We are saying goodbye.
God, it's so haunting. The Venators just getting into position.
We're in position.
Open fire.
I like that the blasts are blue. That's pretty cool.
Go, 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 go. Get to the tube system. Jesus. It's the end of an era.
Hashtag leave no trace. Damn.
Wow. They're not going to end it like that, are they?
Is that the episode? God damn it, Filoni.
Damn.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. This is the second. This is the second like full-blown base Delta Zero we've got to see. Like we got to see it happen over Lothal in Rebels as well.
Ooh.
Man. So
and
okay.
then
they
all the Death Star.
They got to escape to the tube system, right? Like that's got to be where they went.
We just saw
back to the secret landing pad because we haven't seen that.
Well, we saw the deck that they used to get to the tubes. Just get blown up.
Nala Se's lab.
So unless there's another tube system to get to Nala Se's,
I mean, Omega said they had them all over Kamino.
Oh, dude, there's a clone helmet in the animation. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. I'd never noticed that before.
That might be you.
That was really, really cool.
There's
just
so many
as I
haunting
predicted,
shots. So many
massive
haunting shots.
The Venators looming over Kamino like that was so eerie. It was just like haunting is the perfect word for it.
I really want to know what's in all of the clones' backpacks. Like, they're all so cubular and shit.
You like that one right there?
Like, I really want to know, like, what kind of charging stations they have in that shit.
Right.
Like,
miniaturized gonk technology.
Yeah.
Just in the
backpack.
Yeah.
Or first aid kits. Like, what kind of...
Seeing Kamino get destroyed really felt like the same way the end of the Clone Wars with the Venator crashing down really felt like you were saying goodbye to an era of time. Seeing Tapoka City just get wiped off the face of the planet was powerful. It was powerful not just like the image that you were actually seeing, but what it represented for like closing the door on the prequels and like moving like decidedly forward into the Rise of the Empire and into the original trilogy and like
yeah, dude.
It's like this show and Clone Wars before it and even Rebels to an extent are like clinging to the edifice of the movies that came before it, like the prequel era, and it's like we're really like turning our back on that chapter and like we're marching forward into this new thing, and like that was just painted so clearly in my head, seeing the white walls and all of like this really iconic shots of Attack of the Clones.
The fact like from the cafeteria to the actual clone,
the little jeans
like tube rooms like, that specifically from the Attack of the Clones
saying goodbye to all of it, you know?
They were specifically showing you those areas and those screenshots. Yeah, man, that was heavy. That was like Jeddah being destroyed level heavy. Like,
yeah,
damn.
I'd say so.
Damn.
Much more devastating than the attack on Lothal, where civilians did die, but like it wasn't like they leveled the place. You know, they were interrupted.
Yeah, it wasn't full. Yeah. Crosshair's decision, like, this is who I am now. It always has been.
The Batch and Omega and AZ3 are like presumably somewhere in that wreckage on their way to a landing pad so they can escape.
Yes.
What chance do they have right now? Like, what are their options? We've got Sid out there who doesn't have much anymore because Roland fucked her shit up. We've got Roland out there who owes Omega a favor. You've got Cut LaQuaine and his hot wife out there who could potentially help out. And then Rex. When Rex called them to talk about Gregor, he was clearly in the middle of a jam himself, like doing
That's
something
true.
real quick. He had some heat on him. I think that he was in the middle of rescuing Wolf, and we could get
That would be fucking
all of
badass,
these people
dude.
coming together to help rescue the Batch, since the Batch helped all of them
off of Kamino. For
helped
season
smuggle
2?
smuggle them out of there. Exactly.
That would be fantastic. And a fucking Russian submarine.
Hell, even goddamn Fennec Shand could show up and rescue them. You know, like
Well, I was
Omega
thinking,
could call
like,
her somehow.
Sid,
you know.
Yeah, no, Sid. Like if when they ask Sid for help, Sid could like use her connections or whatnot.
Totally. If anyone could reach out and get in touch with the bounty hunter, it would be Sid. Sid would know how to do that.
But who owns submarines? We've never really seen, aside from the Urubongo, we've never really seen any
There's
underwater.
the Bongo. There's those separatist squid ships. Remember?
But that was a spaceship though that looked like a squid.
Well, sure.
I don't remember it being underwater though.
Right, but no, it was totally underwater. Remember? That's how Ventress was sneaking around under the water in Kamino, getting ready for the invasion to start.
Was in one of those.
And then they
giant
swam up.
squid
Yeah, they had
ships.
the big jellyfish legs on them.
Yeah.
And then the
were
hole would go
red.
into the ship, and they would open up, and they would.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone would pour out of them. They had some that dropped down from above, but Ventress was on one talking to Duke on the comms, and it was under the water. It was like the big cliffhanger ending of that episode.
Spaceship for some reason.
Well, it was a spaceship, but it was a spaceship. It's like the Duck's amphibious vehicle. It can go in space and it can go underwater.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of dope if you think about it. I'd totally fly a giant,
And a
flying
giant squid.
Giant flying
Giant
squid
squid
with
ship?
one big eye on it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to finish this show, but I'm also going to be sad to see see the season end, because then we're going to have to wait a whole goddamn year to get more episodes.
Potentially. Well, I mean, the year's halfway through.
It's not like it's going
So
to
it
be a
wouldn't
dry
be
spell
that
until
far.
then. We've got Andor, we've got Kenobi, we've got Star Wars Visions, we've got Book of Boba Fett. So there's plenty of things
Visions
to
would be
like
gorgeous.
to sink our teeth into while we're waiting for more Bad Batch. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this reaction. Stay tuned for more. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews.
Leave us a question or post your favorite part of the show so far, because next week we are going to do a live Q&A on Twitch before viewing the season finale.
Going to be going down on
Bad
Thursday
Batch.
night, probably, let's call it 10 PST, twitch.tv/Kyle Katarn. There's a link in the description of the video to the Kyle Katarn Discord server, which is a great place to get in touch with us. And if you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/Kyle Katarn channel, where you will get access to the full-length versions of these reactions. You can participate in the polls, and you get some Discord perks as well. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.